Active Investor here, bringing you another independent analysis. This time we're taking a look at ticker symbol FB. That's Facebook Incorporated. The chart we have here today is a one-day chart. Each candlestick on this chart representing 1 day of trading. We go back to right around March 7th, but really we want to focus on some of this data that we're currently at. So we have some main areas to take a look at. You'll notice that we have these blue lines horizontally, and then these horizontal white lines up here. These white lines up here are going to be more intraday lines, areas of support / resistance, intraday pivot points you could say. And we have those all labeled, so let's go right from the top. 118.50 is going to be this segmented line. That's soft intraday support / resistance, a soft pivot point, you could say. This next white line is going to be $118.12. Then for more historical type data, we have 116.12, 112.20, 108.80, and 106.35. Those are the main pivot points that we have in the current trading range. Although we're trading up here and we're definitely above this range here, we still have a pretty nice area of data to look at. But I don't think we'll be coming down and testing these levels anytime soon. But it is nice to have on the chart. So with those pivot points out of the way, let's discuss that Facebook is about to test its lifetime high of 121.08. This is the highest Facebook has ever been, and it's coming rapidly to testing that lifetime high. You can see I actually have an alert set at 121.08 because I want to be ready to know when that thing is hitting 121.08. And based on the technical analysis chart that we have here in front of us, it looks like we are going to test 121.08, and with enough momentum, we should be able to blast right past it. Why am I saying that? Let's get to some more finer details. The most important thing to take a look at is going to be this yellow line. That's the 50-period moving average. You can see when the candles are above that 50-period average, that means the trend is up significantly. And even when it came down here, it bounced off that 50-period average and pushed back up again. Now, when we broke down below that 50-period average, that's when we saw some major selling off, and it took a lot of work to get right back up. So about a week or so ago, we did break above that 50-period average again, and the last few days we literally bounced right off it. So that's a really good sign. The next thing to take a look at is going to be this purple and green line. That's the 13 and 20 period moving averages. You can see the 13 period just crossed over the 20, which means that 13 periods worth of data is now higher than 20 periods worth of data, indicating that the more recent data is higher than the previous data, which obviously means that the trend is up. If the price currently is higher than historically, the trend is up. The next thing we want to see happen is for the 13 period average to cross over that yellow 50 period average and the green 20 period average to cross over the 50 period average as well. For example, over here, when we had purple, green, yellow, that's when we saw this trend all the way up and make some significant progress. So we have the first step complete, the 13 crossing over the 20. Now we just need both of those to cross over the 50. And it's looking set to do that. We have nice higher lows on the chart. And we can make some lows here if the price comes down and tests. If we stay above 118.50 or 118.12 even, we'll be making higher lows. And that's not all. Take a look at our RSI on the bottom. That's the relative strength index. You'll notice when we're overbought on that chart, in other words, when we're above the 80 line, that's when we see a significant increase in price. Take a look at our RSI over here. We have that green line, the fast average on the RSI, already overbought. The red line touching the 80 line, so when both of those get over the 80 line, we will be overbought technically. And if that does happen, I'm sure that these averages will be very close, if not crossing the 50 period average, and will be very close to 121.08. In other words, the closer we get to 121.08, the more bullish this chart's going to look, and the more momentum we'll have to push right through 121.08 and continue on making lifetime highs. So that's why Facebook is really interesting to me right now. We do have earnings coming up soon, but with the momentum that we have now, I think there's a chance that we get to 121.08 well before earnings, so definitely keep an eye on Facebook. I know that's what I'm going to be doing. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave a message down below. And you're also welcome to join us in our chat room at activeinvestors.net. Take a look there, and we'll see you either way. Have a good one.